monkey.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Is that a monkey?
Where are the gorillas?
Nice monkey suit.
The help of this chimp, we may have a championship season.
Monkey!
It's like I'm talking to a monkey.
No one wants to be turned into a monkey.
Apes together.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cinemonkey, a monkey movie podcast where we talk all things monkeys and media, sapiens and cinema. And today, I'm joined by someone who knows the show pretty much forwards and backwards.
I hope so.
It's Dillan Lincoln, our editor.
Hello.
Our new editor? I guess you just started doing it.
I guess, yeah, I started doing
several months ago.
Several months, yeah, but it's been a fun time. I'm happy to be a guest on the show instead of, editing out all the ums and bad jokes and stuff, but it's I'm happy to be on.
And I'm happy to have you because I asked you when you first started editing, I said, well, what's a movie you would love to be on the show to do? And you said to me instantly, I'd love to do the movie Congo. And I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you have a particular reason for that. What would that be?
Yeah, so Congo has just been kind of this big family meme, I guess, for the longest time, because my parents saw Congo when it first came out in theaters back in 95. And I guess there were some instances throughout the movie where my mom really sympathized with Amy, which the main monkey in the movie, I suppose. She really sympathized for that character, and my dad, of course, the biggest jokester ever, wouldn't let that go and didn't let that go for the 15 years after the movie came out. And it was just something that, my parents would joke around about a lot, and I heard it a lot about as a kid. And I was like, what is this Congo? What is this? So, years later, since then, I've finally watched the movie, and yeah, now we're here.
And now we're here, and now we're going to talk about it because we have just watched it.
Literally.
And boy, what a film that was.
That, where do we even start? I mean, Roger Ebert gave this movie a 3 out of 4 stars. So, I mean, and I'm going to read a quote from his review that I think sets the stage very well. It's, "The result is not a movie that is very good, exactly, but it's entertaining and funny. False sophisticates will scorn it, and real sophisticates will relish it." So draw your conclusions from there, I suppose.
We'll just go over just a few credits of the movie. The movie was directed by Frank Marshall, as you mentioned before, who directed one of your favorite films, Arachnophobia.
Oh, one of the best. It's one of the greats.
The screenplay by John Patrick Shanley.
I'm sure I hope he got paid for that. I hope he got paid for writing it.
Did I say he got paid?
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm checking his other movies.
Like what he's done.
He did Joe versus the Volcano.
Okay,
another volcano.
He loves his volcanoes.
He did Moonstruck.
Moonstruck?
Yeah.
What? That's one of the greatest movies of all time.
He did Doubt. So he did Congo in 1995, didn't write till 2008, where he directed and wrote the movie Doubt.
What? I have never...
Do you know what Doubt is?
No.
It's about, if I'm correct, it's about nuns, potentially...
Killer nuns?
No, it's... Doubt is, I think it stars Meryl Streep and Philip Seymour Hoffman. It's about the church and I think abortion or something like that in the church. So a different vibe.
Totally different vibe compared to Moonstruck and Congo.
And then the movie stars Laura Linney, Dylan Walsh, Ernie Hudson, Grant Heslov, John D. Baker, and Tim Curry.
Curry.
They're all putting in a fantastic performance in this movie. Maybe not fantastic, but interesting performances in this movie.
They had fun on set.
Yeah, everyone's having the time of their lives in this film. And then, do I have who plays Amy, our gorilla?
Yeah, who was...
the
monkey was created by the Stan Winston studio. They did the suit and I assume it's an animatronic face.
Yeah, it's totally an animatronic face.
Yeah.
Do you for those who don't know, Stan Winston, he has created every cinema creature,
like piece of makeup, like special effects makeup that you like
the Terminator and the Predator and Jurassic Park. He did, the raptors for that before they were replaced with CGI, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
He's done, like, think of a famous movie. He's done the work on that
He's
movie.
done like the special effects makeup. Yeah. It's
the movie starts and we're in the jungle. And you're in the jungle, and we meet Bruce Campbell, and he's got this big laser. And he calls in, and you see a big satellite in space, and he calls his boss, and his boss and Laura Linney are both sitting at this command center, this very 90s command center that's got like 8 PC monitors,
like the old CRT monitors, like a whole wall of them.
Imagine the workshop, the workshop from Jurassic Park. That's this room. They just reused it.
It might even be the same room, honestly.
It could be. And they're there, and they're talking to Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell's like, "We've done it. We've made the major discovery. We've found a diamond that would fit into my laser." And he kind of just like lasers a tree in half.
Yes, just to show that, hey, the laser works.
The laser works. And then all of a sudden, the transmission's cut off. And we see a blurry face of what looks like a gorilla.
Oh my God, a monkey.
The
whole point of why we're here. The whole reason why this podcast exists.
Yes, I know. And you know what? I will say this is up there with one of the most monkey movies.
Oh, definitely.
I've reviewed on the podcast. Well, actually, the transmission's cut off.
Yes.
And Laura Linney is talking to her boss or whatever.
Boss man.
Just so happens to be the father of her ex-fiancé, who was Bruce Campbell. And he's gotten off his golf cart, and he walks into his office, and he's holding
a golf club.
You know, right from the course.
Fresh from the course, you know, ready to wreak havoc.
And he's just like, "Oh my God, you found my diamond." And she's like, "Yeah, but also your son's gone missing." And he's like, you know, and he smashes one of the CRT monitors, and it sets itself on fire.
He smashed it so hard that it spontaneously combusted.
Yeah. And he's just kind of like not bothered. He's like, "Put that out. Anyway, let's go to you gotta go to the Congo. You gotta find my diamond." And she's like, "What about your son?" And he was like, "Yeah, put the diamond. We then cut back to Bruce Campbell, who is still alive. And his buddy is like, "We found all these diamonds in this room back here." And then Bruce Campbell's sitting on this like little porch that's on the edge of these ruins.
Yeah, he has a Hershey bar. He's downing the Hershey bar. You know, he's hungry.
Yeah, he's eating this Hershey bar, and he's like, "Come on, buddy! Like, what are you doing?" And something gets thrown at him, and he's like, gross! Something was thrown at me." And I initially thought it was like poop because, like, you know, monkeys.
Yeah, monkey. You know, it is the theme.
It is theme. It is not poop. It is his buddy's eyeball.
It's just the eyeball taken clean out.
Yeah, it's clean. You see the whole thing. And then Bruce Campbell gets attacked by one of these white gorillas. Yeah. And we cut to black. And then we cut to, I believe it's like Berkeley, right?
Berkeley, California. And first off, I'm going to go on a 60-second soapbox here. Because the lower third text graphics, can we I mean, it's Congo. Sure. We have it's a big blockbuster movie. You know, it takes place in the forest. It's a big action adventure. Why are we using Helvetica font? Why are we using this boring font? Like, this is a $50 million movie. This is a $50 million movie, and we couldn't pick a different font. We couldn't do a little cool graphic or something, for the lower thirds. I don't know. 60-second soapbox over.
This is the papyrus of its day.
Literally. No, it is.
Avatar papyrus.
I felt like Ryan Gosling in that sketch.
I know. Every time you came up, you're like, come on.
I was fuming. Like, come on. $50 million. You couldn't just switch. You couldn't just pick a different font from the drop-down menu. Anyway.
No.
Let's continue.
Basic.
This 60 seconds is turning into a 90-second soapbox, but we must move on.
And so we're introduced to a couple of paintings on these walls of the Berkeley College room. I don't know where they are.
Research facility, I guess.
And there's these green paintings of, what could be the Congo. And then a couple of like these eye-looking shaped things. And we're introduced to Amy the gorilla.
Yes.
And Amy the gorilla is a very intelligent creature. Very smart. And it is someone in a suit.
It is
not a real gorilla.
Yeah, not a real gorilla.
It would be difficult to get a real gorilla to do everything that Amy does in this movie.
I will admit, there was, the first 5 seconds, I would say, of seeing Amy, I'm like, wait, is that real? But then the performance was a little too calculated for me. It was like too exact. I'm like, okay, that's somebody in a Stan Winston suit, which, again, looks great. Especially the animatronic facial movements. Like, that is just crazy stuff there. Like, anyway.
So Amy was performed, I did find the names of the people, by Lola No and Misty Rojas. And then I have the names of there's so many stunt performers that were the other gorillas.
Right.
But I won't name them.
Because I assume it's like one person in the suit and then one person contring
almost
the animatronic
the face
portion of the suit. Yeah.
We're then introduced to Hank, who is played by... Hank is played by Dylan Walsh.
Yes.
Or Peter Elliott. Never mind. They call him Hank at one point in the movie, but his name is Peter, apparently, according to Wikipedia. And I was like, oh, that's Hank, obviously.
Yes.
No, but okay, so Peter Elliott, who was played by Dylan Walsh, he is a primatologist. He's someone who studies gorillas.
Right.
He's been working with Amy, and he's taught her sign language and gotten her to paint, and it's a mind-blowing and breakthrough in technology and...
Yes. There is a lot of technology and science and gadgetry in this movie. It's very 90s.
Yes.
It's 90s gadgetry, so it's very cheesy, over the top, and I love it.
It's so much fun. 'Cause right after we meet Amy, we're shown a video of someone who is unable to speak. They said they were born without vocal cords, and they know sign language, and they hook up this device to this guy.
Right.
And as he's signing, it starts speaking for him like the Stephen Hawking kind of computer voice. Like, hello, I met you.
But it's like translating the sign language as he's doing it. Okay,
so and so they then put that on Amy in front of a college audience to show his research and what he's been working on. And everyone's like, oh my God, you see this? Talking gorillas, we're gonna be so rich.
This is the best invention ever.
Yeah. Can you believe this? And then sitting in the back of the auditorium, there's one Mr. Tim Curry, and he's looking sinister as ever. And
First off, Tim Curry's name, his character name?
I will never get this right.
Herkimer Homika.
Yeah, nailed it.
I hope so.
So he's a Romanian philanthropist, he says, and he is holding this little ring in his hand.
You mean you're Romanian?
Correct.
Yes. Because I'm already thinking future Dylan is going to go into a panic if I don't have an alternate of that.
Yeah. Future Dylan.
Yes, literally.
Please get that right.
Like calling back from the future. But yes.
Yeah, so Tim Curry, he's got this little ring in his hands, and he flips it over, and you see this eye. And it's a very similar eye to what Amy was drawing earlier. We then follow Peter as he goes out, and he's like, listen, I've done all I can do with Amy here. Can I take her to the jungle? And they're like, that's crazy. Why would you want to do that? And Tim Curry just appears and goes, I'll fund the expedition to the jungle. And everyone's like, cool, great, fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Can we trust him?
Can we trust him?
I mean, we can always trust him, but can we trust him?
Can we trust him?
Can we trust Herkimer? Can we trust Herkimer?
I mean, it seems like a trustworthy guy.
I mean, with a name like that, double alliteration, I trust it. It's an instant trust for me.
It's like Peter Parker,
Literally.
So they're starting to load up this plane to fly to the Congo to reunite Amy with her gorilla compatriots, so that way they can potentially learn or Amy can teach the gorillas sign language, so we can learn what all of the gorillas are thinking. This is Peter's plan.
This is the master plan.
Weird plot, weird plan, but sure.
We'll go with it, I guess,
So while they're loading up the plane, turns out they're unloading the plane. And Peter's like, what's going on? Laura Linney appears. She's like, hey, I need to get on this plane. I love gorillas. Like, let me join you. I want to join your expedition. And Peter's like, no. I don't need any of this. And
I don't need any help.
I don't need any help. You're weird. I don't like this.
You're weird and you're Laura Linney.
And you're Laura Linney. And you're bothering me, actually. And Amy's like, woman, gross. Woman, ugly.
Yeah, which is, okay, that's kind of the dated 90s-ness of this movie. But anyway.
Yeah, so Amy is upset, and Peter's like, hey, listen, she gets jealous, so we can't have another woman around. Women are crazy.
Yeah, it's the 90s. Women are crazy in the 90s.
And Laura Linney's like, I'll fund half of your expedition. He's like, I don't need funding. We got Herkimer.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
We got Tim Curry.
We got Tim Curry.
we got Tim Curry, and Tim Curry is like, actually, I can't afford gas.
I don't have any money.
I don't have any money. I've spent it all. And Laura Linney's like, I'll pay for the gas. And they're like, all right, get on the plane.
Like, fine.
So they get on the plane. And this is where, like, the movie for me started to, I was like, that's weird. That's a weird choice you've made. They treat Amy like this, like she is a human. And we're on the plane, and they're like, Amy's just sitting in a seat, normal.
Just chilling.
Like a person, and they're
Just
like,
chilling.
all right, Amy, put on your seatbelt. Like, and they're like,
And she puts on her
She puts on her
seatbelt.
seatbelt, and they take off, and they go into the sky, and Amy starts signing, and she's like, I want green drink. And they're like, no, you can't have green drink. And she does it again, and then Peter's like, all right, you'll get a green drink. And he goes in the back, and you see him shaking something up, and I'm like, oh, he's making like a green juice.
Yeah, just
for her.
making something, you know?
A banana smoothie of some sort. He comes out with a martini and gives it to Amy. And Amy starts drinking it.
Amy
and,
the monkey.
Yeah, Amy the gorilla.
The gorilla.
Starts
Amy
drinking
the
the
gorilla.
martini. And Laura Linney's like, should she be doing that? And Peter's like, she's been good. She can have one. It'll calm her
it's
down.
fine. It'll calm her down. This always calms her down.
Like, this is a bad guy.
This is bad. This is very bad. Very problematic.
So we fly all the way to some African country.
Yes, they didn't really specify, unless they specified it with the Helvetica. With
They
Helvetica
probably
font.
did, but it was not that.
But we were still reeling from the martini moment.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So they land in this country that's adjacent to the Congo. Mm-hmm. And who pops out and meets us at the gate, or not even at the gate, just outside on the tarmac. But our guy, would you call him Johnny Pants?
Oh, Joey Pants.
Joey Pants.
Joe Pantoliano from, The Sopranos, from The Matrix, from Bad Boys, very iconic actor. He pops up.
Yeah, he's not credited in this movie.
What do you mean he didn't get credited?
It says he's uncredited.
Wait.
According to Wikipedia.
I gotta look this. Hold on, very quickly.
I was like, why is his name not higher up? It's because he's
Why is his
uncredited.
name not in it at all? Did something happen behind the scenes?
I guess he just did it as a favor, I guess.
As a favor for Frank Marshall.
He said, for you, Frank.
That's totally fair. Just come in for a day and just do it, I guess.
Yeah, and he's having a good time.
Everyone on this cast is having a great time.
Yeah, and so Joey Pants,
Yes.
Is it Joey Pants?
Joey Pants.
Is that what you call him?
I guess that's what his friends call him. Yeah, I hope I can
So
consider his friend.
he plays this kind of like tour, like sleazy kind of like
sleazy
guide.
tour guide. Yeah,
And he's just like, he stamps their passports for them without going through customs. And he's like, I fired your actual tour guide to the Congo because, listen, we're going through some tough stuff right now. And as they're
budget
driving
cuts.
by, we see a car explode in the background.
No, literally in the background, like just very kind of throwaway. Like literally, they don't even cut to a close up of the car. Just in the background,
it just happens. And then the gentlemen who work at this airport just start running towards this car. And they're like, and obviously they're like, the president's almost been assassinated. But he wasn't, so we're fine.
and they're like, all right, great.
Yeah. And then we get to the end of the tarmac and we meet Ernie Hudson. Who is a British intelligence agent of some sort.
Yes.
He's a mercenary, or he was, but he is British. I do know that.
He didn't have. I guess if
There was a British flag on the side of his car.
I don't know if it's very. Is it stereotypical of me to think they would have an accent if they're coming from England? I don't know.
I think he does very briefly, and he immediately drops it.
Yeah, I was about to say he does not have an accent.
No accent on Ernie.
Yeah.
But he is.
But he is British intelligence of some sort.
Yeah, I think. Anyway.
So he might know James Bond.
he might. And boy, does he act like it in this
He
movie.
acts like if this was like Ernie's audition for like a James Bond movie, this is literally it.
Yeah, no, he's so cool
very great, very charismatic.
Yeah.
You know, like such a fun time to watch him on screen in this one.
And he's like, from this moment forward, he basically takes over this movie.
He does.
He becomes basically the lead of this film.
Yeah, because they try to put Laura Linney kind of as the lead, and then as soon as Ernie Hudson enters the picture, like he, again, like you said, takes over completely.
Yeah. Ernie Hudson's here.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically is like, listen, you're not going to be able to get into the Congo or whatever other country we need to get into simply because there was an attempt on the president's life.
Right.
And the borders are now closed, and it's going to be like that for
it's
a year.
mass hysteria right now.
Yeah, it's a problem. But I know a guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
And they climb in the back of this like army truck, and they're like, just pretend we're not here. It's fine. And while they're in the back of the army truck, they're kind of traveling across, and Amy gets up in Ernie Hudson's face as he's smoking a cigar,
Like
right?
a little cigar,
like a little
yeah.
tiny cigar. I was like, it wasn't quite a cigarette.
No, yeah.
And so he's smoking this cigar, and Amy just is pressed against him, and he
Like
just
inches away, yeah.
And he just takes the cigar and puts it in Amy's mouth, the gorilla.
Yes, Amy the gorilla.
And then Amy just starts smoking the cigar.
Amy the gorilla starts smoking the cigar.
And he's like, that's pretty cool.
And roll credits.
And that movie was excellent. But then after Amy smokes her cigar and they have a little chat, and he's like, Tim Curry, you're weird. I know you.
We've seen you somewhere.
We wind up at kind of this embassy-ish place of sorts, where we run into
Like a consulate embassy place, yes.
And they're sophisticated because they're playing that famous
What is it, like royal
classical music song.
the
Future Dylan, put that in.
Yeah, I'll put that in.
That one won't get us flagged.
Yeah, that won't get us copyright flagged, but
Yeah, play that song. So they're playing that, and we run into, what is his name?
Delroy Lindo
Yes.
makes an appearance.
You know him if you've seen Sinners recently.
Yeah, Sinners recently, The Five Bloods. He's like I know he's like a Spike Lee alum a little bit. He's like in a lot of his movies.
Yeah, he's definitely one of that guys. You're like, oh,
yeah,
it's that
great
guy.
character
It's
actor.
that-
Just a great actor in
This
general.
whole movie is full of character actors just kind of doing their thing.
Yeah,
It's so many of, I know that guy.
We had so many of those moments while watching this, and I think Delroy gives us like one of the best moments in this scene.
rocks.
Yeah,
His scene.
just like almost like peak camp.
Delroy basically
Yes.
is like, eat my cake. And he tells everybody to eat the cake. And Tim Curry's like, don't mind if I do. And he picks up the cake and he starts eating it. And they're having a conversation. And then
Delroy Lindo just recognizes Tim Curry as like this sleazy guy who doesn't have any money and is a complete liar and a thief. But anyway, and Delroy absolutely like is just like, stop eating my sesame cake, like with the voice of 1,000 gods. Like it was incredible.
it's so good.
One of my favorite scenes
And then
of all
Tim
time.
Curry's like, yeah. And then he like spits it out.
Yeah, he like scoops it out of his mouth, like just to try to salvage the situation. But it's
And then they whisk him away.
and he is escorted out.
We'll deal with him later. And so they bribe Delroy with $50,000. Maybe it was more than that.
Yes, I think it was 50.
500?
It was 50,000.
Was it 50,000?
Yeah.
So they give him $50,000, and Delvaro's like, I got you a plane. We're good.
He was like, all right, yeah, I got you now, guys.
And then who appears again but Joey Pants?
Joey Pants makes a return.
Joe Pantanello appears again. He goes, I got you the plane. I'm never returning to that country again. You'll never see me again. And then you never do.
And then you never see him ever
Joey's
again.
Out of this
and he's
movie.
out of the movie.
And they get on this plane and they take off. And again, just Amy is just loose in the cabin of this plane.
Yeah.
And we cut very briefly to the pilots of this plane, one of which has the most amazing handlebar mustache.
I was about to say that the handlebar mustache was incredible.
And I just want to let you know, I don't know if it's that guy in particular, but one of these two pilots is played by the one, the only Jimmy Buffett.
Was it the guy on the left?
I must have been.
My eyes were glued to the mustache pilot.
Mustache. It had to be of the other man.
It had to be, but then the other man happens just to be Jimmy Buffett.
It just happens to be Jimmy Buffett.
Okay.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
Thank you so much.
And I was like, let me just check to make sure it's the Jimmy Buffett and not like an actor, and it is.
It's not a second person named Jimmy Buffett.
No, it's not James Buffett. It's good old Jimmy.
It's not like a Michael Bolton situation from Office Space.
No, it's the real deal.
Yeah, man.
So Jimmy Buffett's flying the plane.
Wow.
And while they're doing that, they some of the mercenaries that they've brought along on this trip have put drugs in the bananas.
Yes.
So they can drug Amy because you really don't want a loose gorilla like in the cabin.
Yeah.
And while they're flying over this other country that has been restricted airspace, the locals, they don't take kindly to an airplane flying. So they start firing RPGs.
Yes, like homing missiles. Yeah.
Homing missiles at the plane and just barely miss.
Yeah.
And Laura Linney gets this genius idea. She goes, listen, they're heat seeking. I know how to stop them. Mm-hmm. And she grabs a flare gun, kicks open the door to this plane.
Yes.
And as the heat-seeking missiles are coming towards them, fires flares at them to blow them up. And you made the point. She has impeccable accuracy.
Yeah, I know they're heat seeking or whatever, but just one shot, one kill with these flares.
Yeah, just gets them.
And yeah, I wish I had that level of aim in Battlefield 6. But anyway.
No, she nails it, and Ernie Hudson goes like, that looks kind of fun. And he grabs one too, and they're firing them together.
And of course, Ernie Hudson gets it in one shot, one kill type of thing, you know.
Listen, so it shows that they have skills.
Hey, they're very skilled in what they do.
And maybe they're not.
They're experts.
They are. Yeah.
They're experts.
They're experts in this. So basically, they are like, well, listen, we're not going to outrun these heat-seeking missiles, so we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Buffett and friends have abandoned ship.
They are gone.
They have pulled their parachutes and jumped out of the plane, and everyone else also has to parachute out of the plane. There's a pretty fun scene with Tim Curry where Tim Curry's like, you gotta push me. And this guy's like, you got it. And he kicks him out of the plane.
And he just kicks him right in the ass.
Laura Linney just jumps right out. Peter, our good pal, who is the not paleontologist, the gorillologist or whatever.
We'll call him the gorillologist.
The gorillologist.
At this point.
He jumps out and he's like, I'm not a big fan of this, but whatever. And he goes, and then Ernie Hudson, with Amy the gorilla strapped to his body, jumps out of the plane.
Yes. Yes. In incredible fashion.
And they parachute into the jungle. So when they get down there, Ernie Hudson basically puts Amy to the side and lets Peter know. He's like, hey, listen, she's over there. We're going to be fine. And Peter's like, I'm done. I'm out. And he was like, good luck, buddy. We have no plane. We have no transportation.
We have nothing.
If you want to follow me on this safari that you paid me to do, you're more than welcome. If not, go into the jungle where you'll die. And he's like, good point. I will join you. And then you get to see all the fun gadgets they kind of brought along.
Gadgetry,
just like pop-up tents, basically.
Yeah.
And Laura Linney's like, I brought air conditioning. And they're like, yeah, it's kind of a lot, but I'll take it because it's the jungle.
Right.
And we see the most 90s miniature satellite thing.
Oh, my God.
And she like sets it up, and it's basically, how do I describe this? It's like a mini like satellite dish you would see on your roof of a house.
Yeah, like the Direct TV,
Yeah.
like Dish Network, like little satellite dish, but it's like
it's like spinning. It's like beep beep beep, you know, kind of turning. And she gets
making the
Skype.
noises. Yep. Skyping,
She Skypes home.
FaceTiming back to the golf club boss.
And he's like, "Did you find him? Did you find the diamond?" And she's like, "No, not yet. But we're still figuring this out. But we're in the Congo now." And he's like, "Great, fantastic." And Amy accidentally runs through the satellite and knocks it over and kills it.
Yep.
And it's gone. And the guy back home, he's like, not again. Not another gorilla."
where's my golf club?
And then they're like, Laura's like, "You're a gorilla. You gotta keep her on a leash or whatever."
Something like that, yeah.
They start making their way through the jungle, and they go on various mishaps and whatnot. And Peter runs into this giant silverback gorilla, and I thought this scene was really fun.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I know, I have to stay perfectly still." And Ernie Hudson's like, "Yep, stay perfectly still." And you get a close-up on the gorilla, and then a close-up on Peter's face, and then a close-up on the gorilla, and the gorilla starts charging at him.
Yeah.
And Peter's just like, and he's staying perfectly
Like
still.
actually a pretty tense moment.
Yeah,
Like,
I was like,
pretty
"Oh,
effective. Yeah.
Is someone gonna get got?" in
Yeah,
this
exactly.
moment?
Yeah.
And the silverback gorilla kind of just brushes, the leaves aside and tries to show his dominance, but runs away. And then we cut out to like a wide, and we see that Peter is all alone.
Right.
And Ernie Hudson appears out of the bush, and Peter's like, "Where did you go?" He goes, "Well, I ran."
That is just so good.
It's so good. It's so good. We find out that Laura Linney has been tracking this laser that Bruce Campbell has had to try to find him. So that's where they're kind of heading.
Yes.
And they get to like this river, and they blow up these inflatable rafts, and then they go on a whitewater rafting expedition.
Yeah.
Trying to remember if anything kind of major happens with that, but this is kind of where the movie slows down a bit.
A little bit. It's kind of action set PC a little bit, just like
it's just kind of them.
not a lot
kind
of story and
kind of just going through the jungle.
yeah, a lot of montages and stuff.
Yeah, and we also learn like while they're on these rafts that Tim Curry, maybe he's not the honest guy we thought he was. Maybe having two names that have the same letter.
Yeah, the double
doesn't
alliteration
doesn't make you quite as trustworthy as
Yeah.
we once thought. And he was like, "I'm actually here to find the lost city of Zin. And in the lost city of Zin, they have the most beautiful diamonds. And the gorilla knows we have to follow the gorilla because the gorilla
Yes.
paints the eye, and I have the eye."
Yes, yes.
And it's pure Tim Curry.
It is. In all
and
its
they're like-
curriness.
And they're like, "This city doesn't exist, idiot." and Ernie Hudson's like, "If it does, I'll take my cut," but nothing's really happened.
Yeah.
And so they make it. They keep going on this expedition, and it's the middle of the night, and suddenly hippos attack.
Hippos in the water.
In the water.
They're
yeah.
in the water,
While
which
they're-
is pretty scary.
Yeah, and it's a pretty tense scene.
Pretty good scene, yeah.
And I just have a special connection to this scene because I used to work at One Paramount Studios. I used to get studio tours there. And this scene in particular was shot in their water tank that they have.
Oh, that's cool.
It's kind of an amazing
yeah.
set because, yeah, they're like on these little boats and they're firing. But like there's an animatronic hippo that's attacking them. And just from my knowledge of working at the studio and seeing the water tank in action,
Right.
it's only 4.5 feet deep.
Yeah.
So that's like
They don't have a lot of room to play with there.
no, and so they're kind of just jumping up and they're firing at the hippos, and they lose a couple guys
Right.
to these hippos. But ultimately,
Pretty cool scene.
yeah, they make it out.
Yeah. I mean, they make it out, but
They make it out. But yeah, they kill these hippos. Just, the jungle's dangerous. I think
jungle
that's
is-
kind of what we're
yeah,
trying to
welcome to the
establish.
jungle.
Welcome to the jungle, baby. Jumanji would never. And so they continue on their way, and they kind of make it to these ruins. Well, actually, that's not true. They're on they take a camp.
Yeah, I think they're back on land. But
Yeah, and Ernie Hudson's smoking a cigar.
Another one.
And Peter wakes up in the morning and he's like, "Oh no, there's something on my you know what's."
Yes.
And
on my no square.
and they're like, "That's a leech. You should take that off."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Can you help me?" And they're like, "No, you could do it. Here's my cigar."
Yeah.
And so he takes the leech off with the cigar, and everyone's laughing and like, Peter, you're stupid. And then Peter's like, that was silly, or whatever. And then you just see these two kind of like faces in the jungle behind him, or behind Laura Linney, who's kind of also standing there. And Ernie Hudson goes, "Oh, those are the tribes people of this area." And they're friendly if you don't provoke them, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And they lead them to their other tribesmen, who basically tell Ernie Hudson that one of the white men have died.
Oh, yes.
And Laura Linney's like, "Oh no, Bruce Campbell."
Yeah.
And they're kind of doing this big chant to try to see if he could get his life back.
Yeah, like a ritual type of thing. Yeah.
And they're doing this in the jungle, and they're doing this chant, and they bring Laura Linney to the front to where this body is, and it's just like Bruce Campbell's like friend who we thought his eye got ripped out.
Yeah.
Turns out he's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine. I mean,
it was some other dude's eye.
it must have been, yeah. And he goes like, he starts screaming and crying basically, and he goes up against this rock, and he dies. And Laura Linney is like, that wasn't the guy we were looking for, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's not Bruce Campbell.
It's not my ex-fiance. So they were like, continue on the adventure.
Sure.
And they keep going, and then they just kind of wind up there, and they wind up at the lost city of Zin.
Yeah.
And you see this giant kind of, it looked like a almost Tibetan statue.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because they weren't in the Congo.
Yeah, no. It was not sure where they pulled inspiration from for that, but it looked cool.
Yeah. Big ancient civilization.
Ancient
That's what they're
Mecca
going. Don't worry
type
about
of
it. Yeah,
thing.
Monkey Mecca, as we
Monkey
call it.
Mecca, yeah,
because
exactly.
Amy looks up at this face and looks into the eye, and she kind of like has this face of like
a monkey gorilla awakening,
like realization.
Yeah,
almost.
awakening type of moment.
And Tim Curry's like, "We're here, oh boy," and we go. They head inside to the grounds.
Yes.
And while inside, they kind of stumble around a bit, and they find these hieroglyphs on the walls, which is just a lot of eye symbolism, which look just like Egyptian hieroglyphs. So, listen, they didn't do good research.
Yeah,
on
they were
this.
just like, pull this from that, pull this from here.
Sure,
whatever.
they were there. Egypt's in Africa.
Yeah, it looks all right,
It's
man.
fine.
Yeah.
They run into
Gray /white gorillas, the evil gorillas in this story.
the evil gorillas, and the gray gorilla attacks Peter's like assistant.
Yes.
And he dies.
Yes.
But as he dies, the gray gorilla starts attacking our main group, and really 90s, really cheesy kind of like
the slow motion
action scene.
It was like a choppy step printing type of thing, which I did not like at all. I know it's 90s; it's a very 90s thing to do, but it was just like it
is weird because there's a action scene a bit later in the film. I think right after this.
Yeah.
And like they don't do that.
Yeah, like they got proper coverage of the rest of the action. So
I just think maybe that when they shot it, it just didn't look good. And you can't tell what is happening during it because it's so blurry and so shaky. But the gray gorilla that was attacking them does get shot by Laura Linney and dies. And Amy appears and kind of scares the other
away.
gray gorillas away. And our team makes it outside, and they set up camp for the night.
Yep.
And they set up these automated guns.
Yes, like sentry turrets, yeah.
And the sentry's turrets are motion activated, so if a gorilla or anything steps close, it will fire on it immediately.
Yeah.
So we cut to nighttime, and this is all happening. We get a pretty tense scene where you can't see the gorillas because it's dark.
Yeah.
And they switch on this kind of purple kind of night vision
infrared thing, yeah.
So you could kind of get a better look at them, and you just kind of see the bushes rustling and the guns kind of going off. And at one point, they're like all around them, and they put on these like lasers too, which might have been like an electric fence of sorts.
Something.
Too.
I think like
the
electric.
gorillas would go up to it, and they couldn't get through. They don't quite explain what this technology was.
Again, the gadgetry is the '90s gadgetry.
It's crazy. Yeah. And one of the gorillas knocks one of the turrets down and starts firing into the camp.
Yeah.
And
pretty crazy set piece, I will say.
yeah, no, that was probably the most tense moment in this movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, jeez.
Because even the way they use like the infrared like camera on the turret to like reveal the monkeys, to reveal, oh, there's not just one evil gray gorilla, there's multiple. You know, that I thought that reveal was like pretty well done. Actually. You know, so I was like, oh damn, you know.
Tim Curry emerges out of his tent and he was like, I've figured out the hieroglyphics. It means that they're watching us.
Yes.
What was the words?
It was like, we are watching you.
Watching you.
We are watching you. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Keep in mind, we forgot to mention, while all this is happening on this section of the Congo, in this little area where this city is, there's also an active volcano. So they decide to run back into the temple because the gorillas are chasing them. There's like an earthquake that kind of happens. So is
it like a volcanic rupture?
Yeah. There's like a little rupture or whatever, and the group gets split.
Yeah.
So Ernie Hudson and Tim Curry are together.
Yes.
And the rest of the crew is kind of elsewhere, and they kind of smell this sulfuric acid.
Right, the sulfur, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, that's not good. We should probably get moving.
Yeah.
And they wind up running. Both groups wind up in the same spot, but they both run into this kind of like big, kind of circular kind of like room that's in the temple, and on the ground are these perfect diamonds. And Tim Curry's like, yes, I knew it, I believe.
His like what he was looking for the entire movie are these diamonds, because he's in incredible so much debt. He owes so much people so much money, and it's embarrassing.
And he needs to get out of this. And so he starts picking up every diamond he sees, and he goes up to Ernie Hudson and he's like, hey, you got to get me out of here. And Ernie Hudson's like, yeah, take a number. Because on the walls surrounding them, all up the side of this temple and mountain are the white gorillas. Basically,
a whole army. A whole army of it.
And they're all there. Meanwhile, Peter and Laura Linney, they decide that they're gonna continue to look for Bruce Campbell.
Yes.
And because they're like, the thing is close, it's beeping. And they come across his laser, and they come across, unfortunately, a dead Bruce Campbell, whose neck is really broken and like
really mangled. Yeah, really
not in great shape.
No.
But he's dead. And they also come across the bones of a bunch of regular gorillas, which Peter's like, those aren't the other gorillas. These are regular gorillas. Don't know how we figured that out, but,
he's a gorillologist.
He's a gorillologist.
He's an expert.
He's like, those are the regular gorilla bones. Yeah. And they've been eating them. They've been eating the regular gorillas.
That's pretty screwed up.
Pretty upsetting.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy duty.
So meanwhile, while this is all happening underground, Amy's having the time of her life.
Oh, yeah.
Amy's out. She's in a field. She comes across some regular gorillas that, we forgot to mention this earlier, but it was the gorilla that attacked Peter. And earlier she tried to connect with them.
Yes.
And she has her device on that makes her speak. And she was like, hello. And they kind of shot
completely dismiss her.
And you just kind of see these really sad puppy eyes.
Yeah, that part
kind of probably where your mom felt.
That's where my mom really sympathized with Amy. I mean, for me, I kind of got a little like, damn, I felt bad. Yeah. I felt bad for Amy,
upsetting.
It was very upsetting, very excluded. Yeah, for sure.
But she runs into these gorillas again now. And the gorillas, this time without her pack on.
Right.
And the gorillas kind of accept her. We kind of see that, they get more along.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Yeah, without the tech in front of the way. Yeah, for sure.
And so Amy runs back to camp to find her dad, Peter, and is like, oh, where'd everybody go?
Right.
And she grabs the pack and somehow puts on the talking machine.
Yes.
We don't see it happen, but you see her pick
She
it up.
knows how to put it on at
Yes,
this point.
Sure, why not? It's a very complicated piece of technology. Yeah, she gets it.
Nah, she's smart.
She smokes.
She smokes. She drinks martinis. She knows what she's doing.
And so they're kind of at a standoff here. So in the underground, Tim Curry has collected all these things, and they're, Ernie Hudson and the gang, they're firing their guns at all the white ape gorillas that are kind of surrounding them, and Tim Curry gets cornered. He gets beaten in his back, which falls over. And he falls over on the ground, and all of
I think they
diamonds,
broke his back.
Yeah,
I
they
think.
break his back.
Yeah.
And then they break his chest, and then they
Pretty
smash
graphic.
his face.
Pretty brutal.
But you don't see it.
You see it from it's PG-13, so you see it from a very far distance.
Yeah, and then it cuts to black anytime one of them is about to die.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's brutal. It's and then some of the other guys also get killed too, and Ernie Hudson, Peter, and Laura Linney are all that's left. And Laura Linney's like, I got an idea, and she runs back and grabs the laser.
Right.
And grabs one of the diamonds and starts banging the diamond to, I guess, fit into the laser.
Right.
And they're firing. Peter and Ernie Hudson are shooting as many of these gorillas as possible. And Laura Lee is like, watch this. And uses the laser and just lasers these gorillas in half.
Again, the brutality of
just
this movie.
sets them on
points.
fire.
Yeah, like lasers their arms off, and like it's really like I was so taken. It was a lot to take in for a PG-13.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe I do feel bad for these gorillas.
Yeah, I
They're just
do.
protecting
Yeah,
their own.
literally.
Peter had also learned from the hieroglyphics from his own research, I guess, in the 5 minutes, that the this is in the room where Bruce Campbell is, that the gorillas were actually bred by the people who created this temple to attack and kill, because regular gorillas, they would never harm a human.
No, never,
they would never harm a
never.
human.
Only the evil gray ones.
Evil gray gorillas would harm them.
Yes.
Because they were bred specifically to do that. They were domesticated. Domesticated gorillas.
Yes.
And so, they're attacking. It looks like they're kind of like the last three left. And who comes to save the day? Amy jumps down from this high ledge, and she starts signing, and she goes, ew, like gross gorillas.
Ugly gorillas, to kind of mirror the line of ugly woman whenever Laura Linney was initially introduced. I get, yeah. Anyway.
And Amy attacks the gorillas and helps save the day while Laura Linney is firing this laser.
Yeah.
And they wind up, while this is all happening, another earthquake happens because the volcano is about to erupt.
Yeah.
And
on an active volcano.
part of the wall falls open, so Laura Linney, Ernie Hudson, Peter, and Amy, they all bustle it out of there.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the entire cave is flooded with lava. Amazing 90s lava.
Yeah, but amazing CGI,
Well,
which...
here's the thing. We said it was CGI, and I just looked it up. Turns out it's not.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually miniature.
Oh, it's a miniature.
Yeah,
okay, that's way cooler.
flooded. Yeah, it looks CGI, but it's actually a miniature that they flooded.
Really? It did look CGI. but
Maybe they touched it up a bit.
Maybe.
But
Yeah.
it's really cool that they...
A lot of it, I mean, for 95, it does look pretty solid.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were saying it. Like, it looked like a...
It looked good, yeah.
I will say, for this weird movie...
Yes.
The effects in this movie rock. They're
Oh,
great.
yeah.
I mean, they're very of its time.
Right.
But, like, at no point am I, like, questioning or upset.
No, because I mean, I think something I brought up while we were watching it is that, like, if they made this movie like today, I feel like they would have cut a lot of corners, or just doing it on green screen or doing it with CG. But this was back in the 90s where they were still, doing everything for real and doing, and all that. So it's like, the sets, you have like physical sets, like, you have all these pyrotechnics and the Stan Winston monkey suit, it's all done practically, and you can see it, and it's great, it's very tangible.
Yeah, no, everything is, like you said, very, very tangible. You believe, like, you kind of believe that they're in the Congo. For the
I
most
bought
part.
it. I bought the world. I bought it.
It's silly, but it's
silly. I bought the silly.
It.
I bought the silly. I even bought the silliness of it. But it's yeah.
So they get out of the temple. The lava magma floods the temple, and you watch like 20 to 30 gorillas commit suicide into the lava.
Yeah,
and you watch them burn. It's really upsetting.
Again, very brutal for the PG-13, but yeah.
And they run away, and the good guys make it outside of the temple, and it crumbles to pieces. Amy shows Peter. Amy's like, hey, look, silverback gorilla, and Peter's like, oh, I remember that one from earlier. And Amy's like, I'm gonna go with them. And Peter's like, oh no, like I'm losing my daughter.
Yeah.
And she runs into the jungle. Laura Linney, in the meantime, she gets a hold of Bruce Campbell's, I guess, like satellite or whatever.
Right.
And she calls her boss, and the boss is like, "Did you get the diamond?" And
Literally.
Laura Linney's like, yeah, but also like your son is dead. And he was like, give me the diamond's important. And she's like, well, you clearly don't care about your dead son. And I told you that if you sent me out here over the diamond, over your dead son, I'm going to make you pay.
Yeah.
She plugs in the coordinates for the satellite that runs this whole company and uses the diamond and the laser to blow up the satellite.
Boom. And
what ramifications that will have, who knows?
Well, the boss man. Well, I mean, we know the boss man went to go grab his golf club.
Yeah, and
went to go, and he's smashing up every CRT, the rest of the CRTs in that fucking room.
And Ernie Hudson is like, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy I'm alive.
Say, hey, I'm Ernie Hudson. I'm just here,
And so the three of them, they are alive and ready to go, and they get into a hot air balloon.
Yes.
Which I was not expecting.
Yeah, I remember I did remember like a balloon. Balloon was mentioned. I didn't know it was a hot air balloon. I don't know. Yeah. And the hot air balloon takes them up into the sky. Yeah.
And as they're going up into the sky, Laura Linney hands Peter the diamond.
Yes.
Just like throw it back, and they throw it into the jungle, and they kind of float into the sky as Amy looks up and watches the balloon fly away, and then we show the credits.
Yeah.
And that is Congo.
That is Congo.
Crazy, weird movie.
But perfect.
But perfect
for
in every
Cinemonkey,
way. You had mentioned before some stuff with Roger Ebert.
Yes,
Some stuff I like to bring up after we talk about the movie is just some fun facts about it. This movie was hated. People did not like this movie when it came out.
Really?
It was nominated for 7 Golden Raspberry Awards. It was nominated for Worst New Star and Worst Supporting Actress in Amy the Gorilla. Worst Supporting Actor in Tim Curry.
What?
Worst Original Song, which we didn't talk about, but there is a song that plays over the credits.
Oh, the credits.
By
okay.
Jerry Goldsmith called Feel the Spirit of Africa.
Whoa.
Worst Screenplay, Worst Picture.
I mean, the script wasn't the
and
best.
Worst Director. Yeah, didn't win a single one. But still, seven
nominated. I didn't think it was that bad.
No, it's silly, goofy.
It's very silly. I don't think it's bad. It's just a silly movie.
Yeah. You kind of mentioned before as well. So when Congo came out, it was, let's see, its opening weekend it grossed about 13 to 15 million, which is pretty good, I would say, for a 90s movie.
Yeah.
It placed number 1 in the box office ahead of Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Oh, nice.
And then it was overtaken by Batman Forever the next week.
Okay, well, that'll do it.
And it grossed $152 million.
Okay, so it made it definitely made its money back then.
Yeah, no, so it made its money. There was some video game spin-offs called Congo the Movie, The Lost City of Zin, which was released for the Sega Saturn.
Ooh, I gotta check that out.
But yeah, I'm sure you could find an emulator.
Yeah.
It was canceled for the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis.
Boo.
And then there was a PC and Macintosh game called Congo the Movie, Descent into Zin.
Oh.
There's also a Congo pinball machine.
Okay, well now I definitely
gotta find that.
I gotta find the Congo pinball machine.
Yeah.
The movie is not 7 Golden Razzie nominations
No,
bad.
it's
like I said,
it's fun. Like, is it good? No.
No,
But, like,
the script. I mean, the script has a lot to be fixed in. I mean, it's also just like a product of its time. It's the 90s. There's some weird stereotype stuff in it. But again, it's just a product of its time, and I don't know. I'm very glad I watched this because again, for the longest time, this whole movie has been like shrouded in mystery. Just because for me it's been shrouded in mystery, but now it's like, it's a fun time. It's a fun time. It's a fun, silly time. That cast like really surprised me. Like a lot of actors that I wasn't expecting to be in this movie, and they were in this movie. I think Delroy Lindo has like the best like line delivery, I think, in this entire movie. The whole sesame cake line, it's
Stop eating my sesame cake!
But yeah.
Do you want to know some people who apparently turned down this movie?
Yes.
All right. Diane Keaton turned down
Wow, rest in peace. Wow.
Susan Sarandon turned down
Really?
Laura Linney's role. Gina Davis turned down
Wow,
Laura
all
Linney's
of the
role.
90s like darlings,
Reese Witherspoon turned down Laura Linney's role.
Wow.
Kim Basinger turned down
Really?
Laura Linney's role.
I wonder why.
Let's see. Yeah. Kind of a hard sell. Let's see. Tim Allen apparently turned down Ernie Hudson's role.
I don't see Tim Allen in that
Tim
role
Allen
at
would
all.
have. Ernie Hudson
Killed
eats
that.
in this
It
role.
eats up that role. And
Warren
more.
Beatty also turned down.
Oh
Ernie
yeah,
Hudson's
Warren.
role.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, apparently, Brian De Palma was maybe going to direct this in the 80s.
Oh, Brian De Palma directed Congo.
Yeah, it would have been even stranger.
I think would have been stranger, but I think more memorable.
Probably.
Probably if he would have ended up directing it.
So that's just a couple of fun.
I mean, you have general thoughts
General thoughts.
about the movie, like big takeaways.
I had a great time watching this.
Yeah.
This movie is kind of, it's like we said, it's not particularly good, but
It's not a
is
good movie,
fun.
but like a very fun, entertaining, like popcorn movie. Like get a bunch of friends together, have some drinks or whatever. You'll have a good time.
Yeah, definitely throw this on with your friends. So, a question I love to ask is, well,
Yes.
what would this movie be if there was no monkeys in it? So, our movie would start, and Bruce Campbell would find the diamond, and he would come home, and that company would make a lot of money because there would be no
Yeah, it would
research.
be like a 10-minute film.
Meanwhile, Tim Curry probably finds the diamonds as well on his first expedition with Ernie Hudson.
Yes.
And Peter wouldn't be doing anything.
Yeah.
Because there'd be no gorillas to study.
He wouldn't do his gorillologist work.
He would still be at Berkeley doing something.
Doing something, I don't know.
And no one gets killed, and everyone is fine. And that is the movie, Congo, without monkeys.
That is oh my god, that sounds like a way more boring movie, honestly.
Well,
I'm glad we got this version with the monkeys in it.
yeah. Normally you cut the monkeys out, and it's like nothing happened. But the monkeys are essential.
The monkeys are the heart.
This is a monkey movie. This is
Monkey
for
see
sure.
or monkey do?
Yeah, well, that's my next question. Is this a
Yeah.
monkey see, monkey do, or monkey see, monkey don't see?
Oh, monkey see, monkey do. I mean,
Absolutely.
this is the I've been editing the episodes. I feel like this movie is one of the more quintessential Cinemonkey movies.
Absolutely.
like-
Especially when the monkeys in the past have been like, oh, there was a monkey in the background. Anyway, let's
No,
talk
this is
about
a full
James
on,
Bond.
James. This is a full on
Monkey
film. And I had a blast.
Yeah. This was a good time. Anything else you want to mention, Dylan?
I guess I'll just plug my Instagram at Dillan_Lincoln. You can check me out there. Working on a bunch of films that are about to go into the festival circuit, so that's been exciting. But yeah, it's been a very busy, crazy but fun time. So
Yeah, wonderful. I mean, I've seen your short Whitley Heights, which is a good time. And then for Halloween, you still have Sonic EXE.
yeah,
coming out, right?
Sonic.exe. Yeah, so
This probably will come out after Halloween, so it'll be out, right?
Yeah, with the timing of this episode, I think Sonic will be out because Sonic we're gonna have a midnight release on YouTube, like a YouTube premiere type of thing.
On Halloween.
On Halloween,
That's cool.
yeah. So tune in. If you're not familiar with the creepypasta story, pretty much the short film is about this guy. He gets mailed a haunted, cursed, hacked version of Sonic the Hedgehog, like the original version, and as he plays the game, he's driven to insanity. Oh. So very fun, uplifting film.
But I'll put those in the description.
Cool.
So people can check those out.
And the other film, Whitley Heights, that one
is that out anywhere? Or just
not yet, since we're doing the festival circuit.
okay.
But after the festival circuit, that'll be on YouTube right away.
Yeah, we'll share that when that comes out.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you all for listening. I want to thank Dylan for editing our podcast and being here today. I want to thank Elias for our logo. I forgot the rest of the stuff I'm supposed to say, but again, it's been a while. I think that's kind of it on the thank yous.
Yeah.
Dylan, any way to end the show? Any idea on how to end it?
Any
I
way
always
to
ask a
end
guest
it?
how
to end it?
Yeah.
I guess I could just cue future Dylan to just start playing the ending song right now.
All right, bye.